Karina, how are you doing?
Thank you for inviting. It's my first video where I give a talk, and I'm so happy. Thank you very much.
Of course, no problem. I'm glad you're able to make it. So, I see, are you at the gym right now?
Yes, I'm at the gym, especially for you. And as you can see, it's already dark outside, and it's empty gym. Just I wanted to show you.
I see. I see. That's pretty cool. So I was going to ask you how has the coronavirus pandemic affected the area where you live?
In Russia, it started 1 year ago, as I remember, and we went away on distance education at first, and then we were informed that our gym would be closed for only 3 weeks, and it was very helpful for us. It seemed in the start, and we were very worried about it. But then it happened and it was closed for 3 weeks, but it lasted more than 3 weeks. It lasted 3 months.
So, so 3 months without training at all. How did you deal with that? Did you do something at home, or how did you work out?
I have a little equipment at home, of course, but it is not enough. And with our coach, I have a coach, Alec, and we train it at his garage.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So here in the U.S., where I am, the gyms are open in limited capacity, so only certain amount of people can go in, at once. But I have something in my garage, like enough where I can work out there. So I'm pretty happy about that. So, but what made you? So how old are you right now?
No, I'm 16 years old.
So you're 16 years old, and you're training pretty hard. How did you get into fitness and training in the first place?
Sport has always been with me since my childhood. I always played active games with my parents outdoors. And maybe you know that my mother, she do bodybuilding since 16 years old.
Hmm.
And she gave me the direction in fitness. She took me to the stadium when I was a little child. And first I started with running. And first I stepped to the gym when I was 9 years old. I
Wow.
come here with my mother and I like it, lifting weights very much. And then I continued to train at home. My mother bought me one barbell. It was 5 kgs, and two dumbbells. They were 1 kgs each other. And I trained with this equipment about 2 years. And then I understood that it's not enough for me. Like I wanted for more weights and I just wanted to go to the gym. And I said my mother about that idea. Then she take my coach number phone, and I came to him at the age of, as I remember, I was 12,
Hmm.
and still training with my coach
Hmm.
there.
So you've been with the same coach for since you were 12, right? That's what you said.
Yes,
So
Oleh.
so so for, so for 4 years now. And are you competitive? Do you lift weights because you enjoy it, obviously, but do you compete in any kind of powerlifting or bodybuilding?
I have only one competition in my life, bench press, but I don't compete now. I concentrated on my work as on my physique and my routine, but not compete yet. But in future, I hope I will have a competition.
Okay. So are you looking forward to competing in bodybuilding, or are you looking forward to compete in powerlifting? Because I saw some of the, weights that you're lifting, and they're pretty heavy. So, which direction do you want to go? I know you said your mother was, in the bodybuilding scene. So,
Yes, I like to go into bodybuilding
hmm
and powerlifting only when I'm off season,
mm.
like heavyweights, but it's not my direction. I'm in bodybuilding.
So when you say compete in the future, are you like, is there a age where you wanted to step on stage, or you just maybe you don't have a day, particular time? Were you thinking?
I don't know yet.
You
Really.
don't know yet. Okay. Did your mom does your mom give you any advice like on when to compete? When did she start, at 16 or?
Yes, she started at the age of 16, and at the age of 22, she has her first competitions.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe about the same age for you. I don't know.
I focus on my physique. I want to get more quality and more sizes and muscle mass. Also, just some training process. It's like meditation for me. Like when I train, I forget about all my problems in my life. Just make my soul happy, not only body.
What do people, and so let me ask you this: is there a lot of people that are your age that are doing the same thing as you in your area where you live? Are you one of a few?
I was the only one girl who go to the gym for bodybuilding, but I also have friends. They are boys who go to the gym and they also do some other kind of sport like football.
Hmm.
I live in Kashira and there is a big stadium, so sports is very spread in my area there.
So what do your classmates, and people, kids your age, like what do they think of you being so into bodybuilding?
Many people of my age think various things about me, and I have been in many schools, and I met many classmates. Many of them admire me. Like there is stereotype that boys afraid of muscular girls and don't like them, but it's false. It's not. Boys respect me and love me.
Okay, so it's not, they're not intimidated by you.
Sometimes, yes, joke a lot. Like I can hold a little boy on my hands.
So, have you had any interest in any other sports besides fitness and bodybuilding?
In summer, I like ride my bicycle
Hmm.
because just for fun. But I think that bicycle sport is some kind of sport that I prefer on the second place.
Mm, okay. So what kind of gym? You say you showed the gym there. What kind of gym is that? Is that just like a small local gym, or is it a big gym?
I live in Kashira. It's Moscow area. It's not so large town,
Hmm.
and we have our local gym. It's not so large, but we have enough equipment. I can show you my gym.
Yeah, yeah. Show us. Give us a little tour.
Not too large, as you
Oh,
can see.
it's good though. It's good size.
Yes.
It's bigger than my garage. I'll tell you that.
Anyway,
Yeah. So what are your heaviest like lifts? Do you keep up with like what's your bench press, squat, deadlift?
my personal records.
Hmm.
Squat, I don't usually do it for one rep. I do about 2 or 3 reps. Like I squatted 105 kilos for 2 reps and 100 for 3 reps.
So
Uh,
105 kilos, is that's your max weight that you've squatted?
on off season, and I did it during it. What about bench press? It's about 65, 67 kilos. By the way, my mother's maximum is 80 kilos.
Okay. Okay. Does your mom also train still to this day?
Yes, she still go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week in the
Mm.
morning. She wake up very early to go there because all the day she is very busy. But she is still in form, and now she is 47 years old.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm proud of my mom.
She sounds like she's a great mom, and she gave you a really good example on, leads you the right way. Then that's good. That's good. Do you so what is your diet like look like, at your age?
My nutrition, I have some seasons like off season and when I get shredded. Like I usually bulk on winter and when it's cold outside. So it's rather suitable conditions to gain weight and put extra muscles. I eat a lot of quality food, not only candies.
Is it
On the, like the maximum calories I ate was 5,500 per
mm,
day.
5,000 per day? Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot. But at your age, I guess you're still growing. If I ate 5,000 per day, I just get fat. That's what would happen.
I love eating, and I think food is both and foil and pleasure for
Mm,
me.
of course. Yeah, no, I understand. So is it difficult to eat well or healthy when, at your age, kids are probably eating, not so nutritious foods?
Uh, I find it difficult in that way that you must eat all the day and you must carry food to school when you go for a walk everywhere you must. And I think it's one of the hardest things in bodybuilding. And
Yeah.
I think bulking is more difficult than shredding for me.
Yeah. So are you naturally smaller? Are you are
Uh,
you a naturally like smaller person? Is it is it's easier for you to lose weight than it is for you to gain weight?
I have, I think I have a good genetics from my mother,
Mhm. Mhm.
so from my mother and from my father.
Mhm.
And for me, I find it easy to gain muscles and
Okay.
gain what I want and to lose weight as well.
Gotcha. So, you said from your father as well. Does your father compete also, or did he bodybuild?
My father is a lover. He just go to the gym and go running now just for pleasure.
Okay, I got you. For himself. Gotcha. Okay. Well, very cool. Well, so do you keep up with bodybuilding? Do you keep up with Olympia? Did you get a chance to see the Olympia this last year?
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Very interesting athletes there. Big Ramy was.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah,
I
he
like to be a winner because he has very uh, huge legs and very good proportions as I see him, and just high quality. I
mhm.
think he's still champion.
Do
I'm
you,
happy for
so do
him.
you so you think I was going to ask you, do you think he deserved to win?
I think Rami deserves to be a winner.
Do you think he's gonna keep winning?
I think yes, if he continues that hard work, because he has a motivation. Because as I know, he lost sometimes that competition, and he just hungry for winning.
Yeah, before he had some problems before this last time he won, he had some problems getting into good condition. So now, that he did it, I hope he continues to do that every year. I think I agree with you that I think he can win for many, many years. Maybe even like Ronnie Coleman.
Yes, uh, Rani and Rani Coleman, they're perfect not only as athletes like their shape, but as a person with their soul and motivation, with hard work and courage.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, very, very true. So maybe one day you'll be able to come and see them in person, compete.
Yes, my dream.
I'm sure it'll happen. So what time is it there now in Russia?
Uh, uh,
What what time are you? Is it late?
past 10.
Past 10 o'clock. So it's pretty late. It's pretty late. Did you so you just came in just just to show us your gym, or are you working out today?
Yes, especially for you.
I feel very blessed to have that for you to do that for me. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate your time. Do you have like plans on helping people too, like coaching people or training people? Is that like something that you're thinking about besides also competing?
I think training people is a hard process. Like there is difference that you train yourself, like you feel your own body. But I think training another people is about feel his body, like
Hmm.
find approach to every person. It's rather hard, I think.
Hmm. Hmm. And it's not
Uh,
it's not something that you're interested in, because I'm sure there's probably people that ask you questions, right? How do you do this? How do you do that? Right?
but I try to help if I can do this. But I'm not a coach and I'm not a professional trainer to
Mm.
train people seriously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what do you tell what do you tell people when they ask you for advice? Um do you try to help them out? Do you give them like what you think would help them?
My advice is simple: just feel your body, uh, eat a lot, and a lot like enough proteins, enough carbs and fats, and just do the work and do the routine
Hmm.
because it's important in bodybuilding to do routine.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: what is your favorite? I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. What is your favorite workout? Like, what is your favorite exercise?
I love train legs and to exercise. That just I love is squats and runs.
Squats and what? I'm sorry.
И выпады на
Uh huh.
русском. Выпады.
Okay. Okay. I don't need that point. Well, yeah. Yeah. So, and what about like your favorite food? What, like, if you had to eat one meal, you only could eat one type of food, like, what would you eat?
If it would be only one single dish in the world, I would choose my mom's soup,
Your mom's what?
Russian box.
Oh, borscht. Mhm. So I'm sure your mom makes great borscht. Well, thank you, Karina, for coming on the show. I greatly appreciate it.
And thank you very much for this cozy atmosphere. It was something new for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Definitely, you should come back on later on, maybe once once you kind of get going with your bodybuilding career. Would love to have you.
Yes.